Hello beautiful people, it's me B. I'm here with my T, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 13 spooky movies. How do you guys like my decorations? Can you tell that this is my favorite time of year? Can you tell? I love it. I'm like admiring my decorations in the camera. So I have 13 spooky movies that are either by or with black people, and I had a longer list, but I decided that I was going to cut it down because I didn't want the video to be too long. But if you want a part 2 of this, I can do a part 2. I'm going to start with the list. I'm going to try, so the order I'm going to try and do it in is like from least scary to most scary. I have not seen some of these, so I'm not sure. This is just based off the description and the reviews I have seen. So Don't Look Under the Bed. It was released in 1999. It's a PG rated movie. It's a spooky tale about a no-nonsense teenager who refused to believe in the supernatural until she's confronted with the boogeyman under her bed. So I chose just a short random description. I've seen this movie before. I saw it when I was younger. It's on Disney Channel. So it's a Disney Channel original movie. You can watch it on Disney Plus, and you can probably watch it other places, but definitely a classic. I put it in here because there's a black friend / love interest of the main character, and I thought it was good. I liked it. It's not too scary. As a kid, it is a little creepy, not gonna lie, but it's still a kid's movie, so it's not that scary. Next, Haunted Mansion was released in 2013, and it's also a Disney Channel movie, PG, of course, and it has a black main character who is Eddie Murphy, and there's a whole black family. It's about a black family who's going on vacation. Let me read the description. Workaholic real estate agent Jim Evers is accused by his wife of neglecting his kids, so he takes the family on a vacation. Along the way, the family stops off at a sinister mansion that Jim has been asked to sell, only to discover it's haunted by Master Gracie and servants who need some help breaking a curse. It's kind of funny. It's a funny movie because it has Eddie Murphy. If you've seen any of his movies, you know that he's a comedian, so it's gonna be all jokes. I liked it. Not really scary. Like I said, it was on Disney Channel. You can watch it on Disney Plus. Next one is the Scary Movie franchise. There are 5 movies, and they're all rated R. The director is black. You know, the Wayans Bros. And you know, anything with the Wayans brothers are hilarious. This is, I have not watched all of them. I think I watched the first one, and I watched it a long time ago, so I can't really remember. However, I will say I don't think it's really scary. It's really a parody on scary movies, so I don't think you're actually expected to be scared. It's really just to laugh. It's to make you laugh about how scared you get with actual scary movies, you know? It's just a twist. They're funny. It's stupid funny. It's stupid funny. It's stupid funny. Yeah, they're stupid funny. I think I only remember seeing the first and second ones. Yeah. Next movie is Obsessed. It was released in 2019. It's PG-13. So it's a black protagonist who is Idris Elba, and Beyonce's in this. If you like Beyonce, then you have probably seen this movie, or if you like Beyonce and you haven't seen this movie, she's in it. So here's another movie that you can check her acting skills out. So I'm gonna read the description. Wow. Things couldn't be better for Derek Charles. He's just received a big promotion at work and has a wonderful marriage with his beautiful wife Sharon. However, into this idyllic world steps Lisa, a temporary worker at Derek's office. Lisa begins to stalk Derek, jeopardizing all he holds dear. Stalker movies are great because they're not that scary. It's a lot of thriller. Well, let me say, this stalker movie is good because it's scary. Like, it's getting closer to being actually scary, but it's not there. Like, you'll get the jump scares a little bit, or like the suspense. Just gives you suspense. And for me anyway, I like to talk during movies. So if you don't like when people talk during movies, don't ever come to a movie with me. I can't help it. I can't help but comment on things. I am that person. I'm that person that talks to the TV and the characters as if they can hear me. So I apologize if you ever try and watch a movie with me. But this movie will have you talking to the TV because you're like, what is happening? Why are you doing that? You know, but I liked it. Next. So, No Good Deed was released in 2014. It's a PG-13 movie, so not too bad. And this also has Idris Elba in it, and it has Taraji P. Henson. I love Taraji P. Henson. She is a great actress and just a really bomb person. And she's from the DMV, so that's cool too. DMV stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. If you didn't know, it's not the motor vehicle place. So let me read the description. An unsuspecting Atlanta woman lets in a charming stranger to use her phone and soon believes the adage, no good deed goes unpunished, when he takes over her home and terrorizes her family. I have not seen this movie yet. I put it on my list to watch. From the trailer, this is probably from the trailer only, because I didn't even look at too many reviews because I didn't want to get spoiled. I would say this is about 3.5 out of 5 of scary, like because of jump scares and like suspense. Yeah. All right. Next one is Breaking In. That was released in 2019 and it's a PG-13 movie. It has Gabrielle Union as the main protagonist and her family is also a black family. And let me read the description. Sean Russell takes her son and daughter on a weekend getaway to her late father's secluded, high-tech vacation home in the countryside. But the family soon gets an unwelcome surprise when 4 men break into the house to find hidden money. After managing to escape, Sean must now figure out a way to turn the tables on the desperate thieves and save her captive children. I've seen this movie and I liked it. It's pretty suspenseful. The characters think. They got strategies. It's not just a I'ma wait here to die. I don't want to ruin the movie. I liked it. I'll give it also a 3.5 out of 5 for scary. Scary in the way of suspenseful, not like actually scary. I don't know if anybody, I can't remember if anybody died, apart from the dad. That's why they're going to the house, because the dad passed away. Yeah. Next, the Blade trilogy movie. The first movie is called Blade. Second movie is Blade 2, and then third movie is Blade Trinity. They're rated R. They came out, I think the first one came out in 1999, and then I don't remember when the other two came out. There's black main character, Wesley Snipes plays him, and some of the cast is black as well. It's based off the Marvel comics. Okay, sorry, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, half man, half vampire, and consumed by a desire to avenge the curse of his birth and save the human race from a blood-drenched Armageddon. So it's pretty much like he's, like it says, half human, half vampire, because I think his mom was bitten by a vampire when she was pregnant with him, and then she died because the vampire killed her. And And they tell you that in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything because I only remember watching the first one. I don't remember watching the other two, but I liked it. It's kind of gory. Can't really remember too much about it because I watched it a while back. I'm gonna rewatch it soon. You know, it's a good movie. Wesley Snipes is a good actor. Get into it. Next, we have Tragedy Girls. It was released in 2017 and it's rated R. So there are two protagonists and one of them is a black girl, and it is about, let me read the description. Teenage crime reporters Sadie and Michaela are hot on the trail of a crazed serial killer. After capturing the maniac and holding him hostage, they soon realize that the best way to boost their social media stardom is to commit the murders themselves. Wow. I've not seen this movie just yet. It's a slasher. It's one of those slasher movies. I don't like gore too much, but I still think I'll watch this because it says, like, I was looking, like I said, I did some reviews for some of them and didn't for others because I was afraid that it would spoil it for me. But it was compared to Heathers, and if y'all have seen Heathers, it's like Mean Girls, but like with killing. And I feel like this is kind of like that too. Some slasher movies, I just look away when it gets gory because it's still good, you know? You gotta have that quality. You can't miss out on some scary movies because you can't handle a little bit of blood and guts. I can't handle gross stuff. Grosses me out. Like, it gives me chills. It just, you know, like full body. Ugh. Okay, next is Gothica. This was released in 2003 and it's rated R. The main character is Halle Berry. We love Halle Berry. She's a pretty great actress. All right, let me read the description. The life of psychiatrist Miranda Gray is derailed after she nearly hits a girl with her car one night. Later, Miranda wakes up in her own mental hospital under the care of her peer, Peter Graham. Completely disoriented, Miranda is accused of killing her own husband, but she has no memory of anything after she encountered the girl. Slowly, Miranda begins to uncover what happened, but she has to escape the asylum to solve the mystery. I have not seen this, but it looked really good. It's like a psychological thriller, and those are my favorite. Psychological thrillers are my favorite because they're like supernatural movies minus the supernatural. Like, they mess with you in the same way that supernatural movies mess with you because you're like, is this really happening? Could this really happen? Blah, 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 you know? But psychological movies, it's just more of a mind meld kind of. Oh, I love psychological thrillers because you're like, is this actually happening? Is it real? Did she really kill her husband? Is she really crazy? Did she really see that girl in the road? Listen, I love psychological thrillers. They're my favorite. I might watch this tonight, actually. Period. Next is Candyman. That was released in 1992 and it's rated R. Yeah, I didn't watch this movie. My sister did, and it scared her, so that scared me enough not to watch it. But this was also when we were younger, and she's also a scaredy cat, so she don't watch scary movies. All right, let me read the description. Skeptical graduate student Helen Lyle befriends Anne Marie McCoy while researching superstitions in a housing project on Chicago's near North Side. From Anne Marie, Helen learns about the Candyman, a knife-wielding figure of urban legend that some of her neighbors believe to be responsible for a recent murder. After a mysterious man matching the Candyman's description begins stalking her, Helen comes to fear that the legend may be all too real. So the actual Candyman is played by Tony Todd, and there are 2 more movies, I think, and then there's also a remake that does not have him, that has some new people. It's a remake, so no one's the same, but that came out this year. I think it's still in theaters. You can go see that too if you want. I didn't put it on my list. Next is Get Out. It was released in 2017 and it's rated R. Black director, Jordan Peele, and black cast members. We review the main character, he is black, and the best friend's black, and there are a few other characters as well. I'm going to read the description. Now that Chris and his girlfriend Rose have reached the meet the parents milestone of dating, she invites him for a weekend getaway upstate with her parents, Missy and Dean. As the weekend progresses, a series of increasingly disturbing discoveries leads him to a truth that he never could have imagined. I, of course, have seen this movie. I would say it's a 4 out of 5 because, in my opinion, it's a psychological thriller.
A lot of people will be scared here. A lot of people will be scared.
And like I said, psychological thrillers are my favorite. It's creepy. It's creepy because it's like, who's to say this doesn't happen or this could happen, you know? Like, it's just, it's a mind meld. Music is really good in here too. It's a really good movie. I don't know how to say anything without spoiling it, but it's a good movie. All right, next movie, Us. It was released in 2019. It's rated R. I would say that this movie is probably a 5 out of 5 for scary for me because it was a mind meld. Let me read the description. Accompanied by her husband, son, and daughter, Adelaide Wilson returns to the beachfront home where she grew up as a child. Haunted by a traumatic experience from the past, Adelaide grows increasingly concerned that something bad is going to happen. Her worst fears soon become a reality when 4 masked strangers descend upon the house, forcing the Wilsons into a fight for survival. When the masks come off, the family is horrified to learn that each attacker takes the appearance of one of them. This movie is both gore and psychological thriller. It pulls you in.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
I endured the gore for this movie because it was really good. Also, the soundtrack again in this movie is really good. The person who did the music, it's a little bit funny. It's like there are parts where it's kind of funny. Like you're just like, same for Get Out though. There are some parts where you're like, ooh, that's funny, like yikes. But anyway, I watched it, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure I said that already. It was a good movie. Next. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this real quick. We're making our dice. Last one is His House. Was released in 2020, not rated. Has a black director. It's his first movie. Black couple as the protagonists in this movie. So it says, a refugee couple makes a harrowing escape from war-torn South Sudan, but then they struggle to adjust to their new life in an English town that has an evil lurking beneath the surface. You can watch it on Netflix. I don't know if it's a Netflix movie, but it's really good. From the trailer, like it looks pretty creepy. I'd say like 4.5, if not 5 out of 5 creepometer. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna watch, it's on my list of things to watch as well. That's it. If you like this video, don't forget to press that thumbs up. If you know any movies on the list and you've seen them before and you like them, comment down below which one was your favorite. And if you have any more movies that were not on the list, also comment those down below. And if you like and want to see more of my content, please subscribe. And I'll see you next week.